Okay, so welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at something pretty revolutionary in the world of AI.
Oh, wow.
So you know how we've talked about AIs that can generate ideas, like all these amazing concepts.
Right, right.
Well, imagine an AI that doesn't just think, it actually does stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we're diving into today. Manus AI.
Yeah.
It's being called a general AI agent, and from what we've seen of its launch preview, it's designed to kind of bridge that gap between thought and action.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we've been focused for a long time on the kind of the mind aspect of AI,
Right.
but Manus AI really brings in the hand, the ability to execute. And
Yeah.
I think the Latin phrase mensa manus, which is mind in hand, really captures that core difference.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so our goal today is to kind of understand what makes Manus AI stand out and what it can actually accomplish.
Okay, so let's get into it. What can Manus AI actually do? Like, what are the nuts and bolts here?
Well, what's fascinating is the toolkit that it has at its disposal. So Manus AI can actively use a web browser.
Oh, wow.
It has a code interpreter, and it can interact with APIs.
Oh, wow.
So for you, this means that it's not just processing information.
Right.
It's equipped to perform real-world tasks.
So can you give me like a concrete example so I can really see this in action?
Absolutely. So one really striking demonstration showed Manus AI autonomously analyzing the performance of the Dhaka Stock Exchange,
Okay.
specifically focusing on the banking and pharmaceutical industries.
Okay.
Now, it didn't just pull up some numbers.
Right.
It gathered the raw data, it used its code interpreter to create visualizations,
Okay.
and then crucially, it published those results to a live website.
Wow.
So you can almost picture it, handling this entire workflow independently.
So it identified a task and then gathered the information needed.
Yeah.
And then analyzed it and then presented its findings, live for everyone to see.
Precisely. And, it may have even used a source like this LinkedIn link that we have in the show notes.
Wow.
But that really highlights the level of, independent action that we're talking about here.
Right.
And it doesn't stop there.
Yeah.
We're seeing Manus AI handle a surprisingly diverse range of tasks.
Like what?
Think about it, screening resumes to identify potential candidates,
Okay.
conducting in-depth research on property listings,
Wow.
performing complex stock market analysis that goes beyond just looking at current prices,
Right.
and even going so far as to deploy fully functional websites.
Wow. Okay. So it's clear this isn't just about, automating simpler, repetitive tasks.
Right.
This is about AI making intelligent decisions about what needs to be done and then independently taking the steps to make it happen.
Exactly.
So given this ability to, independently carry out these complex tasks, what are the broader implications of this kind of intelligence?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, what stands out is this potential shift towards a much more practical and autonomous form of AI.
Oh.
Unlike previous advancements that still heavily relied on human oversight for implementation,
Right.
Manus AI demonstrates a level of agency that could really disrupt how things are done in various fields.
Right.
So, this kind of independent action could be a significant step towards what some people call artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
Oh, wow.
And that raises an important question for you. What happens when AI can not only understand, but also act on that understanding in such a broad way?
Yeah, that's a great point. So if anyone wants to explore more about Manus AI's capabilities themselves, you can check out the link in the show notes.
Yeah, definitely.
So for you, what's like the key takeaway here?
The core message here is this evolution from AI as primarily an information processor to AI as an autonomous executor. So Manus AI's demonstrated ability to move from analyzing data to taking action across a range of tasks marks a potentially, significant turning point in AI development.
So as you go about your day, think about this. What are the potential ripple effects of an AI that can not only process information, but also independently act upon it across so many different domains?
Right.
What new possibilities and maybe even some unforeseen challenges might this unlock as AI becomes increasingly capable of taking independent action in the world around us?
Yeah, great question.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is fun.
And we'll see everyone next time on the Deep Dive.